Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Vape Life, your first class ticket down the vaping rabbit hole. So, my name is Jason Williams, and in this first episode of Vape Life, I want to try and answer some of the questions that I think you might need to know when you're starting in vaping, and maybe just circumvent some of the mistakes that I had, and maybe save some money. Let me just put this disclaimer out there. I'm no expert, I'm no industry expert. I'm basically like a lot of you guys that have just started vaping. And start getting into it. There's a lot of things that I wish I had known before I actually bought my first device or started vaping, or about juices. So this is going to cover some of that. So I started vaping like 8 years ago, but back then it was those little e-cigarettes. My reason for wanting to start vaping is because I wanted to quit smoking. So I managed to get this small little e-cigarette, probably vaped on it for like a day or two, and it was shit, and I chucked it. From there, a couple of years later, Twist came out, and I thought, this is going to be my salvation. This is going to be what's going to save me. I'm going to start vaping on this Twist thing, whatever it is, and that's going to help me stop smoking. I was hitting it hard for about 2 weeks. It was shit, and I stopped, and I carried on smoking. And I thought it was doomed. A couple of years later, they came out with the fake Twist, the little pen-style devices. I thought, this has got to be the one. This is the one that's going to make me stop smoking, because they've got more flavors. The devices look a little bit more awesome. They got more patterns on them, yada, 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 yada. And guess what? It was shit. It didn't work. And I think I came to the realization, and after reading some forums and things, that vaping is not going to make you stop smoking. You've got to want to stop smoking. Vaping might help you along the way, but you've got to have that willpower, and you've got to want to stop. So I just gave up. I decided I haven't got the willpower. This is not going to work for me. I'm stuffed. I'm just going to die a horrible death of cancer. So about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, no, I tell you a lie. About 5 months ago, I got into a conversation, one of our live streams where we do drag racing live streams, and I had a whole lot of tire smoke coming away. I was inhaling insane amounts of tire smoke, and a lot of people on the live feed were making vape jokes. And I just said, you know, guys, explain to me what's up with vaping, because I've tried all the other shit. How is this any different? How is this going to make me stop smoking? Later on during that night, I got a DM from Vicky Awesome from McLeod's Vape Lounge. He said, dude, let me help you out. Come around to the shop. Let's try and get you off the stinkies. Went around to McLeod's Vape, and that is where my current vape life started. Okay, enough about me. This is all about you guys and getting you into the vape game. So, short story, Vicky hooked me up with a starter device, which is this, the Smock V8 stick. I'm showing this to you because this is what I've got and this is what I've started on. And the thing you want with vaping is to start off with something that's easy. You don't want something that's complicated, and this is as easy as it gets, and it's really, really decent. Why you should choose something like this, not particularly this model. There's other ones out there like the iJust and Elite. There's a whole lot of other manufacturers out there that make this form factor. Why I like this form factor is that it feels good in the hand. It fits in my pocket. There's not a lot of moving parts on you, not a whole lot of buttons that can break. This is just easy, and it gives good flavor, and it gives good vapor, and that's basically what you want. The breakdown of the device, this section over here is the battery. That section over there is the tank or the ATI, and that section on top there is your drip tip. The battery is a 3000 milliamp battery that comes on here. Fuck it, that's not important. Let me just show you how this thing works quickly. When you get some juice, I need some juice. I've been vaping on this for the past couple of days. It's absolutely sick. It's called Melons on Ice, VVL. When you want to fill this up, if you want to vape, all you got to do is you got to open up this top over here, and this is seriously easy. A little notch over there. You would flip it like so, and that opens up. So you would see in there, that's where you would fill your liquid in. You would take this, open up your liquid. A lot of these bottles come with child-proof caps, so that's awesome. And you literally just take this and pour this in here. I'm not going to pour any in here now because I actually want to take this apart and show you guys what's inside. And that's how you would fold that up. All you do then is you close it up. That's your fire button. That's a decent amount of vapor and a good flavor coming from a pretty simple device. And this is what you need. You don't want to get stuck around and bogged down. You get these devices, these box mods. You get devices with massive fire buttons, LCD screens, wattages, voltages, ohms, coils. look, I'm not saying you shouldn't go that route. You should, because it's awesome. But if you're going to get started, that shit is just going to throw you. So get something quick and simple, and this will help you out a lot. Okay, real quick, I want to get into the inside of this thing. The only thing that you'd ever have to do, if you wanted to do it yourself, is change the coils in this thing. And a coil is basically the part that heats up and sort of vaporizes the fucking vapor. I don't know how else to call it. Because it's a coil, it's like an element that ends up burning. So you're gonna have to change it every once in a while. And in the Smart V8, it's pretty fucking simple. What you would do is, I've got liquid in here, so I'm probably gonna miss. Guys, tissue, roll a towel, it's gonna become your best friend. So all this does is, if I take this entire atomizer off, let me just open this up. That is what the battery looks like. That is what the tank looks like. They come apart, nothing messes in here really. Oh, when you want to charge this up, there's a little port over there. You just plug this in and it charges up and you're good to go. So, now this comes apart. This bottom part over here is called the deck, and that's the glass. They screw apart. So, all I've got to do is this over here. Now I'm doing this so that all the liquid still runs down and it doesn't mess all over the place, but I'm probably going to mess anyway. Okay, and I've just messed everywhere. The glass was supposed to come with it. Doesn't matter. Okay, so that glass also comes apart. There you go. That's what that looks like. This section over here is the coil. Alright? You can buy this separately, and you can change it yourself and mess all over the fucking place like I did now. Or, if you're at any decent vape shop, they can do it, and they usually will do it for you if you buy your coils there. But it's seriously simple to change. You just grab the coil over here, and this coil turns out like so. Easy peasy. That's the coil. You would change this, it's hard to say, it depends on how much you vape, but you could change it once a week, you could change it once a month, depending on how much you vape and what kind of liquid you vape. But it literally is that easy. And you don't have to get your hands dirty like I did. Any half-decent vape shop will do this for you. So find yourself a decent vendor that's got decent products, and the guys that are knowledgeable. Like I said, I've been down to McLeod's Vape, and they help me out a lot with a lot of this stuff. And that's as simple as it gets. And that's all you need, really. Put the whole thing back together, and it's sealed, and you're ready to fill up with juice again. It doesn't get much simpler than that. The next one I want to do, or the next thing I need to let you know, is the easiest way to sort of not like vaping anymore, or to get dissuaded, is vaping on a juice that you don't like. And that is the tough part, because juices they usually come in 30, 60 or 100 mils. Prices range, and they vary between local juices and international juices. Flavors, fuck it, it's insane the amount of flavors and the variety of flavors that there are out there in juices. So yeah, you're really going to take some time actually finding what they call a daily vape, something that you want to vape all the time. And there's a way to do testing, but we're going to do that in the next episode. Because what you need to do is find out what kind of flavor profile you are, and then break it down from there until you find a juice that you like. That can cost you stupid money if you go about it the wrong way. So tune into the next episode. That should come out soon. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, remember to share, remember to subscribe. Remember, as a disclaimer at the beginning, I'm brand new to this. I'm not an expert. I'm basically like you guys, and what I'm learning is what I'm putting over to you guys. If you've got any advice, if you're also starting out, hit me up with questions. Maybe some of the experts can answer at the bottom. I might ask it on the next episode. And yeah, let's see just how deep this rabbit hole goes. Peace.